So Danielle is one of the most authentic people I know. So she's competent, but yet when you're working with her, you know she's fully aware, fully engaged, fully present, and ready to offer whatever assistance. And this is odd in the age of the Maya Angelou quote, right? They don't remember, what you said maybe, but they will always remember how you made them feel. Now, I founded Hero School, so we live by principles, not feelings. We understand that we own our feelings, so I don't care about how I feel. I care about, are we going to help those young people graduate? Are we going to help those teachers feel like they've made an impact and actually have the data to support that they made an impact at the end of the day? And so I'm principle centered, so feelings are irrelevant. The fact that I know she's being authentic because, look, William James, my favorite quote, truth is what works. So I know when I'm dealing with Danielle, I'm going to get to the truth. So I think that Danielle's strength is that she has some views. She has some good views. She has some views I disagree with. And yet, in every conversation I've had with Danielle, she listens thoroughly to extract what's best for the outcome. Those students, those teachers, that educational exchange. And so I would say that her being a compassionate listener, but someone who still wants to get to the bottom of it, doesn't just want to agree to make friends or keep friends, doesn't care about what the group thinks, is willing to go alone. That's what a leader is, right? When you see a group anywhere, no leadership. They might call it leadership, but the leader is the one, right? So you have to be able to entertain what other people say, but right, as a leader, you've got to also have the courage to be alone. So when you see things not working, when you see evil, you know it's because someone wants to control somebody else's money. Right? So when you get an outsider coming into education, you know they're there to work on education and not for themselves. In research, we say, look, the data would indicate, right? Well, the data would indicate that everything the leadership has done in the Clark County School District for the last 20 years since I've been tracking it has not worked. And I think someone like Danielle goes in there because she has so many contacts, so many relationships, so many friends of moms, of families, of business owners concerned about moving to Las Vegas because they're concerned about putting their kids in those schools. And the only way we're going to help our community is to get the right people to get into those schools, to help those schools and the culture from the kids up. That's the promise of public school. We provide experts to kids that have no chance, no relationship, no network, no wealth to have them. And yet the kids are doing everything but that primary purpose of public school. And we need someone to make that connection. So I'm supporting Danielle because I found in her that outsider that has entrepreneur ability, right? Which means you take initiative. You're the last line of defense. You take responsibility, right? And you're willing to pay your own way, right? This is entrepreneur ability, right? That means you're not beholden to groups. And that means you zero in on problems, right? So when we have problems to solve, we have to get that outsider. So that's my first why. The other one is Danielle in particular, right? I see her, I know her, I've seen what she does. And of course the third one is she was raised in an age where she's got all new skills, abilities to connect the wisdom of the ages, right, to today's technology platform, so that doesn't get lost. But at the same time, we can't solve it with just what I know and just what the tech community knows. We have to have someone that understands both, that respects the wisdom of the ages and is able to connect to the new technology to get that done and not get it done in 10 years, these 10-year plans. Are you kidding? These kids will change in 3 months. What about those kids that are still in this public education system, still slipping through the cracks? This is key, and I believe that's why Danielle ran.